My last video was recorded months and months and months ago about changing my life in 6 months. I didn't do that. I did do some of that, but I want to show you what I did instead. One of the topics was about restarting my business. And again, I didn't do that because during this time, I decided to basically go all in, or like somewhat in, to helping or working with Brad, not helping him, but working with Brad in building Anatomy Brad, which is our business that helps students learn anatomy in a simple way. Some background. Brad's been teaching anatomy for almost 24 years. Why do we say 24 years? Almost 24 years. Like as if 23 is not enough. I think 23 years is enough. So Brad has been teaching anatomy for 23 years, and his students have encouraged him to start TikTok. Like hounded him. His fall semester of 2024, they were hounding him to start, and he finally did. So I decided to help him because focusing on 2 businesses at once is very difficult. I have tried to do it for so many years because I've had 2 different business ideas, and it just like went nowhere. Like it went somewhere, but then here I am again, about to do 2 businesses again. But I feel like Anatomy Brad is in a really good place foundationally that I can now focus on my own business. So again, later time I will talk about that. But I want to show you what can happen when you start and keep showing up and stay consistent-ish. I wouldn't say that we are always consistent, but we're consistent-ish. So Anatomy Brad started in, why am I saying Anatomy Brad? Brad posted his first TikTok video during Thanksgiving break of 2024. This business, Anatomy Brad, is definitely audience growth focus in the beginning. Brad wanted to get monetized on TikTok. Like that was the big goal for him, which is 10,000 subscribers and I don't know how many views, but a certain number of views, which he had way before that. But anyways, the timeline, he posted his first video, Thanksgiving break of 2024. Anatomy Brad had 1,000 followers the second week of February of 2025. And then it had and hit the 10,000 subscribers on April 1st, 2025. I remember it. We remember it because that's my birthday. Getting monetized was Brad's big goal, but, and you probably already know this, when you get monetized, the money doesn't just like flow in. It doesn't mean like all of a sudden you make thousands and thousands of dollars. It just means you're monetized and you can make some money. On TikTok, it's pennies, like literal pennies. Like we'll have to ask Brad like how much it's made. Not enough to retire, let me tell you that. But you do get other perks when you get monetized. But that is the timeline for TikTok. And right now we're sitting at about 38,500 followers. Now YouTube, we didn't start until January. And YouTube has been a little bit harder for us, I think, especially for Brad with the long form video versus like the short term, the short form content like TikTok. It just moves so fast and it can be short. And YouTube started in January, and there's no milestones yet, but we are almost at 1,500 subscribers and close to being monetized. It's going to happen like within a month or 2. I mean, I can see the analytics, and we could probably make it happen a little bit faster if we get our together. There's a lot of things that we could do better on YouTube, and we're going to do it, but a little bit slower growth there. Now, since the money doesn't just roll in when you get monetized, I've always encouraged Brad to come up with something to sell. And I came up with the idea of study guides after doing some research. And when I brought this to Brad, his exact wording was, that sounds like a lot of work. And it is. Even the way that I do it, it takes me hours and hours and hours to complete one study guide. And there's 13 total that I have to do. And I'm at 5 or 6. I'm going to finish the 6th one today. Because if you're watching this and you're one of his students, I'm going to have it for you before your test on Tuesday, okay? Your study guide's going to be done. They do take a lot of work. And I think Brad was thinking, creating it from scratch would be a lot of work. And yes, it would be. And I couldn't do it. But what I can do is I take his videos and his lecture material and I run it through AI to get the information for the study guides, the content, as well as worksheets and answer keys. And then I format them and design them in Canva, which was a journey in and of itself because I had a different idea of what the study guide could look like. Once you start doing it, it kind of comes to life. And so once I got that first template done, it's just a lot easier now, even though again, it takes me hours and hours and hours to put the content into Canva and format it and put the images and the links for different sources and yada, yada, yada. But I finished the first study guide, which was the muscular study guide, on March 20th. And someone bought a study guide on March 23rd. So that was when I was like, yes, we did it. You know what I'm saying? That good feeling like we did it. This is going to work, because when you sell something once, you can sell it over and over again. And that is, again, what is great about Anatomy Brad is that this information doesn't change. Like the body is like anatomy is not in the habit of changing the information that is being taught. So these study guides are just something that are there that we just have to get in front of people that need it and want it. For my personal business, like teaching business in tech and tools and software, like all that stuff has to be updated like yearly almost. It's a lot of work. So I'm really excited about this because it's a very simple business. And even the content that Brad creates, it's like a forever funnel. Brad can re-upload these videos every semester or every quarter. For him, he works on a semester. So it'll be every semester because new students are coming in. We're still at the beginning stages, which is really great. And that's why I wanted you guys to see that we're still growing it, but that this is going to work. Like I know that this is going to be sustainable. And it's something that people want. And the business is very lean and it's just a very simple business. And I'll show you all the processes and the tools that I use. If you are thinking about starting something, whether it's a business or creating content or building an audience, I just want you to know that a lot of times it's not going to be overnight success. It's going to be showing up consistently-ish. That's what I call it, consistently-ish. And just showing up and starting. Like that's the first step. You have to start. You have to go for it. You have to push through the fear. Like even coming back and doing this video, like I don't know why, but I have anxiety and I'm scared about talking to the camera. I don't know. I don't know why, but I am. You have to push through that fear and just know you're going to be judged. Probably someone's out there watching this video and judging me right now. It doesn't matter. Like, what is that? That doesn't have anything to do with me. Okay. So you have to push through that fear and you just have to start. Now, if you're thinking, I don't know where to start. Like, that sounds great, Joanne. I want to start a business. I want to have more choices. I want to have more time. I want to build an income. I want to build an audience. Like, what do? I don't even know. Well, I got you. I created this free custom GPT called Your Digital Business Roadmap. You can find the link to it in the description below. I created it to help you plan out the first 90 days of your business. It will help you figure out what you want to sell, who you want to sell to, and plan out your first 90 days. If you've never used ChatGPT before, it's free and you can use this custom GPT with a free account. Click on the link in the confirmation email and it'll bring you to this screen. When you're ready to go, just click on Help Me Create a Clear 90-Day Roadmap and it will walk you through some prompts to answer. And at the end, you'll have your 90-day roadmap. One note is if you are on a free ChatGPT account, it might take you 2 or more sessions to get through because you'll have a message limit on a free account, but it'll just pick up where you left off. The next video, I'm going to interview Brad and you can hear from the reluctant entrepreneur. That's what I call him. I don't know if I said that in the video, but he's a reluctant entrepreneur, probably someone who never thought about having a business or being an entrepreneur or creating content online. And I want you to hear like what made him finally start, because he was encouraged to do so many times, but it took that will to actually start. Like what made him create that first TikTok video and put it out there. how does he find the time? Or I guess the better thing is, how does he create content or record the content when he's tired or doesn't have a lot of time? And what keeps him going when he feels burnt out or thinking like maybe this is not what I should be doing or it's not going to go anywhere? I want you to hear from him. And I want to leave you with, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be fast. Although the faster you do something or create something or put something out there, the less likely you're going to lose the excitement and end up not doing it. I've been there, but it doesn't have to be fast. Like, take it from me, I'm like the slowest entrepreneur, the slowest growing business owner out there. So if I can do it, you can do it as well. But you have to begin and you have to start. So start today, start now, start again. Just start and put it out there.